Well, hello there, everybody, and thank you to WBCB 1490 AM. My name's Jeff Martin, the mayor of Hamilton. I'm holding Lark here, about a 12-week-old kitten here at the Hamilton Animal Shelter. And to my right, we have Danielle, our shelter manager, and Chris Helwig, our Hamilton Township Health Officer. So we've got a lot of great things going on, but we're here to promote our Fall in Love with the Shelter Day, which is Saturday, September 30th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. And we wanted to take a little while and thank first WBCB for giving us an opportunity to promote it because we're really excited about some of the animals we have here. Obviously, Lark is adoptable and has found his comfy spot after he got to explore the table a little bit. But we are trying each and every day to make sure these animals find their forever home and really want to give them as much exposure as they can to find their forever home. And Lark may have already found his, so who knows. But Danielle, Chris.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Thanks for doing this today. So just a little bit about yourselves, right? Danielle, how long have you been with us here in Hamilton, and how long have you been involved in animal care?
I've been the shelter manager for a little over 3 years now. I joined in April of 2020. Prior to that, I was a shelter manager, 2 different shelters for 17 years.
Wow.
So I've been doing it a while.
A long time. Yeah. Good stuff. And Chris, just for those who don't know, how long with Hamilton as a health officer, and then how long as a health officer overall?
Yeah, so I've been with, just like Danielle, since April of 2020. So if those of you who remember, that was right in the middle of the beginning of the pandemic. Both Danielle and I came on board here, and then I was a previous health officer for another municipality in North Jersey for 2 years, but have been in public health for over 10 years at this point.
Right. So I know we've got this event tomorrow, our Fall in Love with the Shelter event, right? And it's an annual event we do to help kind of clear our shelter out and give some exposure to animals on a bigger basis, right? And finding their forever homes. And hopefully Lark is one of those, or his brother Ren,
yep.
Right? So somebody walks in the door tomorrow, what should they be expecting?
Smiling faces and happy cats and dogs.
Absolutely.
Looking for homes. So, we would talk to the person interested in adopting, find out what they're looking for, what their expectations are, and then see if they have other pets. We want to make sure that we're doing proper introductions. If they're interested in a dog, we would be able to do a meet and greet to make sure that they're getting along. Just kind of a question, process, just trying to make good matches.
Yeah, you're really like they used to have the show Matchmaker, right? And that's essentially what you're looking to do, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Yep. Is that any different than somebody walking in on a different day? Like say somebody walks in today, right? Any different that way?
Not really. I mean, we'll have more hands on deck. Yeah, just trying to bring people to the shelter. We're not. We're a little bit tucked away, and people don't always stop by to see us. So it's just trying to bring people in to see what great animals we have.
Absolutely. Now, talk a little bit about where we are now. So I know during COVID, our numbers were low, right? As people were adopting and they were staying home and wanting a friend at home with them, right? Yeah. Across our region, across the state, and across the country now, it's swung back the other way a little bit. Yeah. So talk a little bit about kind of where we are today in our populations, our census, things like that.
Sure. We are at capacity, over capacity some days. An animal comes in, one gets adopted. It's just a constant rotation of animals. We've been full for, I think, probably the whole year. Wow. I think most shelters in our area, maybe across the country, are in crisis mode where everybody is full. And I think that whether it's due to COVID or the economy or folks just not being able to afford vet care, the number of reasons that the animals are coming in vary. And they're staying longer, so not as many adopters are coming in the door as homeless animals.
And again, it's something we've seen, but unfortunately some people have pets, right? And they're running into financial difficulties or time difficulties, right? And just for those on the show, even before we just got on air, we had a couple come in looking to not abandon, but surrender their dog for financial reasons, right? But they lived in Trenton, and so we had to refer them there. But it's something that's sad to see and sad to know is going on, right?
It happens on a daily basis. So we try to find resources for other shelters, rescue groups that may not have capacity issues, and try to refer them out to help them rehome their pets.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the other thing too that I would add is, if somebody is having financial difficulty, we can help assist. Whether if they need food, we can provide food or some other resources as well to help. Because the best place is for the animal to be with their owner at home and not in a shelter. So if there are small things that we can do or point them in the right direction to make sure that continues, it's the best for everyone.
And Lark there is looking up at you, Chris. So you may have found somebody too.
Yes, but my shelter dog that we adopted would not very much appreciate the little bundle of joy that this guy is. So
Danielle, behind kind of Chris's head, right? You've got a billboard, right?
Yes.
And some pictures and descriptions and names, right? So talk me through kind of what's there, what information is there, the purpose of it, all of that.
So it's our little wall of dogs. So sometimes it helps give visitors a little bit of information about the dog versus, you can see them in a kennel, but not every dog presents their best, they don't really put their best paw forward when they're in the kennel. It's a very rowdy and stressful place. So this, we put up the pictures. It tells us how old they are, how big they are, where they came from, if they're, good with dogs or not, and just a little quick bio about them. So it just kind of gives visitors another way to view the adoptable animals in the shelter, or the dogs, obviously. They can walk around the kennels and see the dogs that we have available, but you can't really get to know them when they're behind the cage. So bringing them out or having photos and a little something special about them and gives them a little idea of their personality is the goal.
And so how do you come up with the information, right? So I see like dogs know. So presumably, that dog isn't going to be friendly with other dogs. How do you kind of get some of that information?
So one of our animal attendants is a certified professional dog trainer. She's not here today, but she does behavior assessment. So it gives us a little glimpse into their personality. We'll say it's not that's not what we're calling it, but. So we evaluate how they are, how social they are with people, if they solicit attention from people, how they handle body handling, petting them, hugging them, things like that, how they are around strangers, some unfamiliar people, and then, of course, how they are around other dogs. Cat tests are not, we can't really do cat tests, but introducing them to other dogs to see how they'll do and interact. So sometimes we always recommend meet and greets with any potential housemates, but if it's a hard no, if we're like, nope, doesn't like dogs, can't trust them around other dogs, then we know, and we're not going to put anybody at danger, trying to do an introduction if we know that there's not going to be a chance of them living together. Again,
going towards playing that matchmaker role, right? It's not only got to work for the couple coming in or the person coming in, it's got to work for who's still at the house or the residence when they bring them back.
Yes, and most, I would say, if I had to guess, 85% of the people that come through our doors already have pets at home, and so they're looking to add to their family, and sometimes that presents a challenge for us because some of the dogs may not be dog friendly.
No, good stuff. So I know there's a lot of animals we want to make sure we highlight, right, before we have our Fall in Love with the Shelter Day. But again, the goal of Fall in Love with the Shelter is a concentrated effort to make sure people know about us, know what's going on. But what are your hours? What are your days of the week? Say somebody can't make it tomorrow because they're working or they got a family event, right? How can people get in touch with you? when can they come here? How does that work?
Sure. The open hours that we, operational hours, if you will, for visiting and adoptables, 10:30 to 3:30. That's Monday through Saturday, except for Thursday nights. We're actually open until 7 p.m. To give those folks who maybe can't make it during the day an opportunity to come then. email and telephone, they can always reach out to us. And even, certainly we have off hours, had people come in and try to, our goal is to get them out and into homes. So if it's off hours, we do try to do what we can.
And there's listings online, right, where you
Yep.
can find what pets are adoptable at any given moment too,
Yes.
right?
Yep, on the website. So the information that we have on the walls is kind of the same information we put online.
So they can kind of get a sneak preview maybe even
Yep.
before they
Yep,
walk
yep,
in, right?
yep,
All
yep.
right. Well, I know we're going to start bringing some animals out, right? Anything else you guys want to share just before we start our little presentation of dogs and cats here?
Yeah, the only thing that I think reminder is, dog licensing is due at the beginning of the year. So for all of our residents who have dogs, please keep an eye out for that reminder email and also go to our website. And then we also have our free rabies clinic that we offer multiple times through the year. And our next one is in November at the McManaman building. And that information is online. So if you go to the Hamilton website, hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter, all of that information is there as well.
Awesome. So we'll be back in just a moment and start showing you some of the dogs that are available for adoption. Great.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I'm proud to help sponsor today's show and promote what's happening in our community. All residents of your hometown should stay involved and participate in community activities, whether it's volunteering to help make your town clean, or volunteering at the animal shelter, or helping at a local youth event. Staying involved in your community makes your hometown a great place to live. This is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you enjoyed today's show.
Welcome to the capital of neurosciences at Capitol Health. The human brain and spine are very complex, and treating them requires a hospital that offers a combination of technology and specialists that are united by a single defining purpose, putting you and your family at the center of exceptional care. From brain tumors and spinal disease to strokes and aneurysms, if it involves the brain and spine, there's only one Capitol Institute for Neurosciences, and it's at Capitol Health. To learn more, visit capitalneuro.org. That's capitalneuro.org. Capitol Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capitol Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capitol Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Well, welcome back. Ava.
Hi, we're just
Sorry for a little technical difficulty there. We're just getting ourselves ready. And Danielle, who do we have here?
This is Grim. Come on in, Grim. Grim has been here since June of 2022. He is a big boy, but he's a friendly boy.
What kind of dog is Grim?
He's I would say he's a pit mix. It could be a staffy, could be a bully. Grim's got a lot of energy. He likes to go hiking. And he is preferring a home without other pets. But he is a sweet boy.
He clearly loves to be petted.
He
I mean,
does.
look at him. He's just got his head up to your knee, right? And enjoying those strokes. Look at that.
Yeah, he's a favorite by volunteers. He goes out for a lot of walks. So
Oh, that's
Grim's
great.
been waiting way too long, and I think that the reason people shy away from him when in the kennel, Grim is very athletic. He can jump about 7 feet.
Okay.
So maybe off-putting for folks. Mm-hmm. But when you bring him out, you can see that he's not as challenging as he looks behind the fence.
Yeah.
So he's a good boy.
He's certainly stout there, right?
Yeah.
But look he just wants to get petted.
He does. He's a friendly boy.
About how old is Grim?
He's about 2.5, almost 3 years. We're guessing, he came in as a
Sure.
stray, so it's
Okay.
a guess, but he's young still.
All right. And so you said another house with no other pets,
Yeah,
right?
no other pets.
All right. What about kids? Any kids?
I would say older kids.
Okay.
He's a little bit of a stocky bully,
Yeah.
kind of knock people over guy, but he'll be very friendly.
And he'll go on long walks, it looks
Yes.
like. He's got the energy, the muscle mass, all
Yeah.
that to
Oh,
survive
yes.
a nice long walk.
Yep.
All right. Well, Grim, thank you very much, buddy. Nice to meet you. Oh, you are a good boy. Yes, you are. All right.
Hey, buddy. And who do we have next? Can we grab Sheena? We're going to grab Sheena. Sheena is a little bit newer to us. We're guessing on her breed. She just came in. We're thinking she's an Alaskan Klee, which is some kind of husky mix.
Yeah, that's a different name than that.
Yeah, but it is a guesstimate. We don't actually have history on her. She's young, I believe. She's probably under a year, I want to say.
So she's still a puppy.
She is very young. She's a very excited girl, but she's cute and she's petite, and I think she's very smart though. So I think anybody who adopts her should be aware of that. She could be like a little escape artist. Maybe that's why she got, here at the shelter, because she escaped.
I see a tail wagging.
Here we go. This is Sheena. Hi, little cutie pie. You can see she's very excited.
Yeah.
And she likes to go for walks. Look, she's got 2 different color eyes. Pretty girl.
Oh, she does. She got like a blue and a
Yeah.
brown. Yeah.
And so she's young and she's petite. I don't think she may fill out, gain a couple pounds out, but not up.
Okay.
But again, she's very smart. She probably will escape a yard and climb a fence and get into mischief if you let her. So she should have an experienced owner. Do we know if she's good with dogs? I can't recall.
I can't recall.
I think she did okay. So maybe selective. We have to do proper, introductions with
Sure.
other housemates.
What about kids? She looks like she's got a ton of energy. So maybe some teenagers,
Yeah, some-
right?
yeah,
Or
some
middle
older
school kids,
yep,
right?
yep. So maybe throw the ball around the yard with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, Tina?
Absolutely.
We'll get you a home, so she'll be ready to find the love of her life.
Now, you said she's not here long, right? Talk about what a 7-day hold is real
Yes,
quick.
so in New Jersey, any stray animal that comes into the shelter must be held for 7 days. And that period of time obviously gives the previous owner a chance to find them, which is why it's so important sometimes that, if I may, for folks that bring the animal, that when they find an animal in a town, they should take it to that town shelter, because folks missing their pet are looking for that animal in the shelter in their town. If you take it a couple towns away, they're not knowing where to look. One of the reasons, like when we find a dog, and if it may be bordering another town, we always post them on our Facebook page,
Yep.
but also the Lost and Found groups for the Mercer County and for Hamilton and even for Trenton, because dogs don't know borders. They certainly might cross over from Hamilton to Trenton and such. And our goal is to try to find their previous owner and reunite them. But when that doesn't happen, after the 7-day stray hold is over, then they become ours. We, during that time, we evaluate them behaviorally and medically, get them spayed and neutered, microchipped, and all ready for adoption.
So they're ready to go.
Yep, ready to go.
All right.
Go.
Well, thank you, girl.
Thank you, Sheena.
Sheena, we'll see you
You
soon.
want to head
Hopefully, you
that
get some adopted this weekend.
And we
got
have
one more before
one
we
more
take a break.
doggy.
Yeah. Who do we have joining us now?
This is Austin. Austin's also a little bit newer. Oh, Austin. Come here, buddy.
Austin looks a little young, too. Excited.
Austin is young. He's probably, he just got altered yesterday, I believe. So he is young. He's probably about 6 months old. He will grow up a little bit bigger, but he's very friendly. I'm going to show him that way. Show him to the camera. See, Austin, look at
They don't want to see your butt, Austin. They want to see you.
So Austin is very friendly, loves people, as you can see.
Yeah, clear. He just wants to play.
He does. He is super sweet. I believe he was okay with dogs. A little bit rude. So if you have like a senior dog at home, he might be incessantly trying to play. So he might be like the annoying little brother or something like that. So he should have the same energy level at home if there's another dog.
Sure.
But yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
And
he's doing pretty good on his house training too.
Okay, good. And what about kids?
I would say, yep, kids. I mean, infants and toddlers are always tough,
Yes.
But he is a puppy. He's young. You You got to work on socializing them when they're young and taking
Yes.
them out and doing things with them so they get to know the world. But yep, that's Austin. He was found on Austin Drive.
Oh, so real quick, how do they get their names? Who decides the names? Who names them, right?
We all kind of take turns. But
Okay.
yeah, he came, like I said, he was found on Austin Drive, which is why they called him Austin. Sometimes we pick the name from where they were found. Sometimes they come in with names. It might be, we had a dog that came in with a tag and it was a name tag, but nothing else. So we get creative with their names sometimes.
All right. Well, he too loves being
So
pet.
Austin is ready to
go. He's got that tail wagging. He's
Yep.
excited for tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, buddy.
Well, thank you, Austin. Good luck tomorrow. I know you're going to find someone soon. Very much. Oh, what a good boy. All right. Well, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, I think we have a few cats
Yep.
that we also want to explore. We know some people are dog people, some people are cat people, some people are every dog or every cat, every animal. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I'm proud to help sponsor today's show and promote what's happening in our community. All residents of your hometown should stay involved and participate in community activities, whether it's volunteering to help make your town clean, or volunteering at the animal shelter, or helping at a local youth event. Staying involved in your community makes your hometown a great place to live. This is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you enjoyed today's show.
Welcome to the capital of neurosciences at Capitol Health. The human brain and spine are very complex, and treating them requires a hospital that offers a combination of technology and specialists that are united by a single defining purpose, putting you and your family at the center of exceptional care. From brain tumors and spinal disease to strokes and aneurysms, if it involves the brain and spine, there's only one Capitol Institute for Neurosciences, and it's at Capitol Health. To learn more, visit capitalneuro.org. That's capitalneuro.org. Capitol Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capitol Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capitol Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
All right, so Danielle, as we're waiting for our next animal, talk to me about volunteering, right? And the importance of volunteering here, how somebody can become a volunteer, what do you look for volunteers?
Sure. So most of the folks that find us are coming in because they love animals and they want to do something to help them. So we host volunteer orientations every month, and folks can find me online. Just email me and say, hey, when's the next orientation? I sign them up. The orientation is here at the shelter. It includes a tour of the shelter as well, and then there's a subsequent training after that. If you want to walk dogs or handle dogs, Sue, our dog trainer, our animal attendant, hosts that class, so it goes over safety and handling and things like that. Our volunteers help with the cat room. They help with socialization. They help with dog walking. Sometimes in the summertime, they'll give them baths and play in the kiddie pool out in the play yard. But absolutely, just send me an email and I'll get you signed up.
Awesome, awesome. So who do we have here?
This is Clyde. So we don't only have cats and dogs. This is Clyde. He's a cute little bunny. Come on in. This is Clyde.
Clyde looks like he likes to cuddle.
He came in with Bunny. It was Bunny and Clyde. Aww. So he's a little shy. He's hiding his little nose. Clyde is neutered. We had that taken care of, and he is ready to go as well. He's been very healthy. He's friendly. He obviously likes to cuddle.
Yes, you could tell right away.
He's maybe a little nervous now. He's got his hair shedding, but he's a very sweet boy. He'll run around and play. Rabbits, I'm learning a lot about rabbits, actually. The House Rabbit Society reaches out to us on a regular basis and supplies us with some information. Rabbits are really great pets. I don't think folks expect to keep them outdoor hutches and things like that, and that's not for them. They're great indoor pets. So come and meet Clyde.
Well, clearly calm and right and good with kids, all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, he is. I mean, so kids, I would do older kids because you want to handle rabbits appropriately and so that they don't get hurt. But yeah, he's very friendly.
Yeah.
So that's Clyde.
All right. Thank you, Clyde.
Thanks, Clyde. See you soon.
Yeah.
And we're going to meet with a cat.
All right. Who do we have joining us right now?
Who do we have here? Is this vintage?
This is Carl.
Carl. This is
Carl. So hi, Carl.
Gary, tell me about Carl.
So you got adult cats as well as kittens here,
We
right?
do.
Yeah.
Carl,
And he should look over there. Carl, look.
is one of our more recent arrivals. He has the tendency to grab me every time I clean around him. He likes to grab me every time I clean, so I'll be working on the cats above him, and every time I forget, oh, Carl's under there, and I end up getting grabbed. Carl very much likes to be out of his cage. He likes to run around, and he very much likes to be held. I've held him for a long time.
Clearly.
Annoyed.
Yeah.
But he's obviously very friendly and
Oh,
loves
super
people.
sweet.
Yeah.
Very cuddly too.
He's young.
Yeah, he's only
He's
like
a young guy, maybe a year
or two.
old. Also, so every animal actually that's adopted from the shelter is spayed and neutered.
Okay.
So some of the newer arrivals, we use People for Animals, and every couple times a month we send a whole batch of animals out to get spayed and neutered. So if they aren't altered at the time you meet them, they will be. That's included in the adoption.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Thanks, Carl.
And Carl seems good with just about anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little cats. He's great. He
Good.
can go anywhere.
Awesome.
He's a lovely little boy.
All right. Well, Carl, we hope we get you out here soon. Thank you, Carl.
There we go. As I don't know if I did mention it, so all of our adoptions actually are, like I said, spayed and neutered, but also microchipped. They're vaccinated, rabies, distemper. The dogs are heartworm tested. The cats are leukemia and FIV tested, dewormed, flea and tick prevention, all of that stuff. So virtually, the animals are fully vetted.
Awesome. So Danielle or Chris, who do we have here?
This is Ren.
Ren.
Oh, this is Ren.
So this is Lark's brother, Ren.
Yeah.
So remember Lark from when we first started. So this is the brother. And so are these you have these two kittens? You have more kittens?
We do. Yep, we have more kittens. There's always a kind of a rotation of animals, if you will, because during that 7-day stray hold, they're not in the adoption room, so they're being evaluated and medically assessed and things of that nature. So as soon as they become available, they get moved into adoption. So if there's no kittens available in the adoption room, there sure will be soon.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, these guys are available.
Because I know some people want adult cats, right? For more of that, not going through the
Yes.
almost like the toddler newborn phase, right? And then
Yep.
you have some, I think especially people with kids, right, who want that kitten
Yes,
phase, who
yeah.
want that playful phase, all of that. So no matter what people want, right, we've got a cat or kitten to
Yep.
kind of suit their needs here.
We have a fostering program too. So some of the kittens that come in to the shelter aren't ready to be adopted yet. Maybe they're not old enough to be altered and things like that. So we do offer fostering as well.
So how old does a kitten have to be adopted?
8 weeks.
Okay.
Basically, they're around 2 pounds or 8 weeks old. That's when they'll get spayed and neutered.
Okay.
And then they can go into their adoptive home.
And if somebody's never had a kitten before, do you give them like a crash course, so to speak,
Sure.
in
Some
what to
guidelines,
expect
guidance and
how
stuff.
to,
Absolutely. And we're always, so we want the adopters to reach out to us. We want to be a resource to our adopters so that they can call if they have any questions. Hey, this one's doing this, and I'll say, how to abate that issue. I mean, kittens like to climb curtains and play and frolic through the house. Maybe they like to do that at night when you're sleeping. So you want to, give them some guidance on what to do during the day to tire them out so they're not, disturbing your sleep, things like that.
Just
But
like
yeah.
you would a regular kid. You want to tire
Absolutely.
them out.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, Chris, thanks for bringing out Ren. But before you guys go, I know we've got a short segment today, right? But anything else you just want to share with our listeners or anybody in Hamilton about the shelter, about some of the pets, about what you're doing?
Or I'll trade you.
Okay.
That's a good trade, though, Danielle. Yeah.
I think the most important thing is that we're a resource for the community, and if people have questions in regards to their own animals or if they're having issues like financially and they need guidance, or they're looking for a new pet or a family member just come to us, ask questions, stop by, see we're a public shelter. You know, the public is welcome here to come stop by, see the animals, see our cats, see the dogs, see our rabbits. You know, sometimes we have guinea pigs, birds. So even if we don't have the animal that you're looking for today, there is a possibility in the near future that we might have the animal that you're looking for. So that's really the biggest thing.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys. Thank you for what you're doing each and every day for our pets here in Hamilton. Want to thank WBCB for allowing us a little time to promote our Fall in Love with the Shelter Day again this Saturday, September 30th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But the important thing is, even if you can't make the event, come into our shelter. You heard the hours, right? 10:30 to 3:30 on Thursdays down to 7 p.m., right? So they're available when you're available. Go online, look at the animals, learn a little bit, and then come on in and find the pet that'd be perfect for your home. So Chris, Danielle, thank you for what you do. And to WBCB, thank you for everything. And with that, we hope to see you this Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.